Psychopaths episode 9. Last time we got ever closer as Shogo at the very end picked Kogami as his next target. After disposing of Rikako, feeding her to his mecha dogs, his boy shooting her in the face with a shotgun, reading literature as he does it, as he does, and setting his sights on Kogami. So we'll see how that goes for him. Again, I don't think that's gonna turn out too well for Shogo. Because unbeknownst to him, I don't know if he knows this, but as far as Kogami's personal interest in tracking down Shogo, knowing his voice, knowing, like, having a blurry picture of him, knowing his name, like, that's, I feel like as soon as Kogami gets wind of Shogo trying to make contact with him to whatever extent, I feel like it's gonna be a problem for him. But that's the thing. I don't know how Shogo's gonna approach it, because he's not a dumb guy, but his seeking entertainment or seeking to find something within the behavior of his victims, I feel like it's just, it can only go so far, man. But it's interesting to watch nonetheless, as horrifying as it is to watch, like with Rikako and the examples we've seen before, like with Sasayama and everyone. Yeah, fucking awful. But we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it's like just calling back to the whole entertainment thing for him. I was immediately reminded of Kire Kotomine, the dude that I kind of shaped my channel around as kind of like I did it on a whim because he's probably, if not my favorite villain ever, one of my favorite villains ever. So to kind of see that similar sentiment from a villain is kind of funny. Obviously very different, but it makes me wonder, man, and like to what extent that this is just kind of like selfish for him. Like, obviously he makes like accurate observations about society and the factual information of that people are deteriorating mentally and physically as a result of the state that things are in due to technology and due to the lack of stress that kind of stimulates immune system and gives purpose, like that suffering, right? Like all that's true and great, but it's like, to what extent is he like really trying to stir up society, and to what degree is it just for him personally? Like, again, that might just be an obvious thing. It could be just because of that he is seeking like his own fulfillment within that, seeking his own answer within the behavior of people. Because yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe his could be something like that, but again, that's probably obvious, but just something to bring up. But yeah, I think that's it for now. I'm sure there's still so much more left to see, so I won't linger too much. So yeah, let's continue. Beginning the episode in 3, 2, 1. Oh man, I don't even want to know what the next arc is. I mean, I do, but I just feel like it's about to get real spicy again. The audio footage. Makishima, you know that name. Right, they don't know what happened to her, of course. They haven't found her. Oh boy. What's up, Ginoza? We know the history between these two. Oh, wow. He's apologizing. Yeah, I guess so. That's funny. To have a lead after these years of nothing. But yeah. No, it's funny about if you listen to everything Enforcer said. Um Obviously he's been right, and the Enforcers are the fucking best people in this show. But yeah, man, again, after all this time, it's gotta be, Kogami must feel pretty good. He can finally come ever closer to closing this case. It's been haunting him. Like, hell yeah. Once they hit this part, it's over, man. It's just too good. By the way, I feel like my mic is super loud right now. I hate when I update Windows and my audio just gets screwed up. Damn it, dude. Paradise fruit. Okay. Oh, this thing again. In my favorites. Oh my god. Life is an RPG. Whoa. She's chilling now. That blush. What is this? Trying out different hollows. What is this thing? Instigating a date. Speculation circuit. That's funny. A recommended video. Okay. Full body cybernization? Huh. This is a guy we just saw. Right, right. We saw the dark side of that with Rikako's father and what Shogo said. Whoa, entirely cyborg. Except his brain and nervous system? Jeez. Plato, okay, we're going back to philosophy again. Huh. And using that as justification for what he is. That thing tried to bite me. Oh? This guy has no expression on it in his eyes, like, well, he just changed there, but it's like barely there. Like he's animated like off. He doesn't express like the other characters. Okay, 150 years. Interesting. Oh boy. We'll see how that goes. His eyes are just too wide. Eternal life always sounds like awful. Life is a latent criminal. Jeez. Yeah, I guess so. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I guess so. Just the way she thinks. God, he's so jarring. You mean my phone? And a costume device? Sure, sure. Everyone seems to have that. If all the data was lost. Huh. Makes me think if everyone's phones just stopped working, the whole world would probably end. Like, jeez. Wow, that's a way of putting it. Those portable terminals are already your second brain. History of man cyberization. So this is pretty cool to think about and sad. A matter of degree. So he's like, why not push it further? We're already at this point. I mean, I suppose he has a point there. Oh. Where are they going? Nice place in the woods here. Nice. Au natural. Professor Saiga. Nice scarf, though. It's like zero. Huh. CDs? Wow. Huh. It looks like he's living just like we do. I don't see much automation there with the coffee and the freaking CDs there. The books around. Is he like assessing her? You can't swim. Is that true? Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. I imagine they were. Yo, can I talk to this guy? Huh. Well, this guy certainly made an impression. It's elementary, my dear Akane. Juji. Okay. Okay, explains the connection to Kogami. Oh, an intensive short course. Huh. Interesting. Profiling's an outdated method. I guess with the stuff they have now, they don't have to profile, but huh. If it was an order. Nice. Ooh, wow. That might not be untrue. He does seem pretty fit. He's got a unique charisma. That's an accurate description. $20 points. Here we go. I like this character. Let's go. Okay. All three. Wait, right. Yeah, that's why they thought he was an art teacher. Yeah. He was just there. Yeah. Right, the blurry picture. I mean, you see that white hair. But again, it's not concrete, I suppose. Huh. Okay. The attendees' hues clouded. I guess yours didn't. It is hard to cloud her hue. It's almost like it's stupid. Hmm. It's the abyss, man. Seems like he has. Hmm. Yeah, I guess so. Which animal? I like how we're jumping straight to them now. Humans. Clever. Hunting licenses for humans? I mean, it makes sense this guy's a hunter. He's got the hat and the guns and everything. He actually looks like the archetype. Robodog's patrolling. Whoa. Rikako Oryu's bones? What the fuck? Oh, you are... Yikes. I forgot that this is the same guy. I forgot that this is the guy they showed earlier, that he's been the one with fucking Shogo. Holy shit. Holy fuck, I just realized. God damn. By sacrificing other lives. Oh, those cyborg guys. It comes from thrills. Seeking thrills to stimulate your mind. Oh boy. Great. Oh boy, it's happening, dude. Oh my god. That's a fact. He can be found. Somehow, I'm sure. Wow. Damn. He knows I was not playing. Fucking Kagari. With jelly beans and toys, which is very sad. You know what? I've actually never thought of it like that, of why they use enforcers. It's to protect their own mental state. That's insane. Oh, here we go, Akane. Uh-huh, but... Uh-huh. She is. Yeah? Whoa. Huh. Guess, talk with old man Masaoka. Kinosa's father was a latent criminal. Yo, like the woman said before that he was talking to. Oh, he was a child when the Sybil system was just put out. Yikes. Wow. It's no wonder you felt so strongly about that. Yeah. Like with Kogami. Okay, yeah. Damn, dude. He hates having to see it over and over again since his father. Okay, I definitely understand him better now. He used to. Dude, he's tunnel visioning right now. He's on him, dude. Thankfully, they want to catch his ass. Because that's the lead now. Capture him alive. Oh. Dude, he's his Kiritsugu. He's his Kiritsugu. Look, that smile, dude. He's very amused by him. He doesn't want to just kill him. Joker needs the Batman and all that shit. Oh boy. Alright. This is one of those shows that makes me wish I was one of those reactors that took notes as I watched. So I can't do that. I think that's really what works in a group reaction. Because like you can write something and then someone else is still watching. And they can be like, look. And it's like, because I don't want to miss anything. I just kind of want to take it all in and just give like a first take on things. But there was a lot of good stuff this episode. So, what was this guy's name? Senguji, I believe. Yeah, so it took me till later in the episode to realize that he's the guy who obviously killed Rikako, the one who's been talking with Shogo regarding these things about, the state of society now and how people are, that whole talk about how people are pretty much dying due to the lack of stress and the lack of, purpose in that sense. It's like an archaic concept at this point, like what is your purpose, right? It's very weird. And in a system that tells you exactly what's best for you and what's gonna make you happy, like to think that has like physical adverse effects on humans is very very telling, dude. And it's that I can agree with. And at the very beginning when Senguji, who is apparently like mostly cyborg except his brain and his nervous system, which is insane, but the way he phrased it, like, you're pretty much a bit cyborg as well, with your automated systems at home, with your I guess I forgot how they describe the devices, but it's like the equivalent of people's, like, if people lost all the data on their laptops, on their phones, and like all this technology that we rely on to to do our work, and like the computer screen I'm looking at right now, like if we lost all that, we'd probably be helpless, and we already rely on it so much, even like in our lives now. And you look at the show, it's that like times 10, and because beyond that parallel, like, it's really blatant in this show, so you can agree with him there. But then you see the twisted side of that, of like how he stimulates his mind, like in his quest, like for like immortality through that sense. Like, the brain can only go so long, and he, like, to find that stimulation, what he does, like the way he assists Shogo and makes pipes out of this young girl's bones. Like, jeez, dude, fuck, like, this dude is twisted, man. No wonder anyone who's on the same in the same room as Shogo as an ally surely is gonna be a bit fucked up, even if they have some like agreeable ideas. Like, you just see like the extent they're willing to go in to get their thrills, their entertainment. Like, they're like, yes, this is what makes me feel alive, like killing people and manipulating them to do this to show me like the entertainment of like what humans would do, and like, I wonder what they'll do now. Like, it's such a game to them. Like, it's such a game to this hunter, no pun, and to Shogo, like, just to do this. And I feel like it's entertaining at the very least. Like, it's screwed up, it's messed up, but it's pretty like entertaining to watch. And to see that attention turn to Kogami, and like for Senguji to be like, I can tell you want me to get him alive because I can tell that you freaking are amused every time his name comes up. Just saying his name, you can see the amusement on your face and like the smile that he has. Again, it's like fucking like Kirei, dude. It's I'm so reminded of that, just that interest. Other interesting things was meeting with the psychiatrist who formerly did criminal work for them, Professor Saiga. I just checked it just now. Yeah, very good at what he does. Immediately putting a profile around what's called a kane, just from watching her, the way she reacted to certain things he said as well. Like, very and the way he lives, like, doesn't use like environmental hollows, like didn't see any automation in his home. You see freaking CDs in there. Like, it's the way he lives. Yeah, what a cool character to see within like this world, especially in contrast to like everyone else, and just the way everyone else like is already accepted living. Like, it's just a part of things, and to see like him kind of cling to this is kind of cool. Probably because he recognizes the effects of relying too much on technology to that extent, which would make sense that he would. But yeah, that was interesting because Kogami wanted to come, obviously, to get Akane to, well, she wanted to go with Kogami, and Kogami showed her to him because, to train her as far as profiling, because that's kind of, I guess, a outdated thing with the kind of stuff they have now as far as, checking hue and crime coefficient, just putting the dominator at something. Like, you don't really have to profile. It's obviously, it's a stupid system anyway, as is profiling. Like, profiling is fucking stupid anyway, but it's for what they're doing now. I guess he feels it's necessary for her to learn, because we see the way fucking Saiga just did it with her, like pretty much broke down her whole life, and he seemed pretty accurate. Yeah, but then they took it another step in talking about it, the way like when he trained people, they became latent criminals because their hue got cloudy, their crime coefficient increased. Like, to face that abyss, like to understand those kind of things, like on that psychiatric level, and to understand crime and the criminal and these kinds of things in the mind, like, it was too much, and that is like stressful. It's like the Nietzsche quote they used earlier in the series as far as the abyss, right? It's like looking into it, it's gonna fucking look back. That's certainly true with Kogami, and they commented certain people can go to the swamp, as they phrased it now, and make it back. Like, not many people can do that. Kogami, I kind of recognizing that he's one of those people, and the viewer as well, but him being like, well, the civil system didn't think so. Like, look where I ended up, and that's true. Like, he was demoted. Like, he got in becoming obsessed with the case and in his personal investment in what happened to Sasayama, and also probably just trying to understand what happened just made him fall to that point. Because then you connect that to what happened with Ginoza's father, as was revealed this episode. Like, his hue got cloudy and he was identified as a lane criminal. For like in the similar way, like the way it happened with Kogami, and him fearing it happening with Akane as well. Like, he doesn't want to keep seeing that. Like, it's very personal for him, and that it totally makes sense why, like, all his actions up to this point and the way he's spoken about Akane's relationship with the enforcers early on in the series. Like, it's that makes total sense, man. I can definitely like empathize with this situation, and definitely explains that. Because I'd wonder early, like a few episodes ago, like this older woman he was speaking to, like, don't make the same mistake your father did, right? Like, that's what she told him, and I was like, huh, what does that mean, dude? So yeah, there you go, man. I thought it was pretty interesting when Kogami was speaking to Akane, and he was like, no wonder your hue is hard to get cloudy. I guess because it seemed like she was being optimistic there. It's like, well, if the social structure changes in the future, latent criminals aren't looked at the same way, maybe, just making a very optimistic comment there. And he's like, kind of commented about that. And yeah, that, it probably does explain like why she is able to maintain her sanity despite seeing all she's seen, and also in wanting to understand like Kogami. It's like she's probably one of those people that can survive, seeing the swamp, seeing the abyss, and being okay. In that sense, she's probably the perfect person to accompany Kogami in this craziness right now, and in going to see Saiga for this training. Like, she's definitely someone who can do it, despite being, she has an innocence to her, she has like an inexperience to her, but she's here. Like, she wants, like, as she told Ginoza, like, I'm an inspector like you, like, we're on level footing, like, don't do that to me in front of like the other enforcers, like, because it's her choice. Like, it's, she's not a child, like, she's willingly doing so. But she understood why, when in learning about Ginoza's father from Masaoka. So that all makes sense, man. It's just craziness, dude. I think I covered everything that happened this episode, man. It's just, wow, it's getting real damn spicy, dude. Like, I'm kind of skimming through, see if I've missed anything. Yeah, basically, man, I'm ready to see whatever move Senguji makes on Kogami. It seems like he's gonna make the move, as the hunter, as the Shogo's hunter. You might try to make the move there. I don't know. We'll see. Fuck, man. I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't know. Like, I very strongly feel like Kogami is gonna prevail at the end. I don't know at what cost or how it's gonna go about, but I know it's gonna be an awesome ride, dude. And in being more acquainted with Senguji and like who he is and what he is, and his perspective on other people, not seeing them as like that much less cyborg, than him. Like, but he's a trip, man. It was cool learning about him and like kind of seeing more of his personality. And yeah, this was a really great fucking episode, dude. I can't wait to see where they go next with that, basically. So yeah, feel free as always to point out any details or things I may have missed, or if you want to expand on certain things that happened this episode. It's always appreciated. But I think that's all I gotta say for now, man. I really dig into where it's at. I love when they go into philosophy, when they go into psychology in particular. It's very I find that stuff very interesting, especially when they jump back and forth between Kogami and Akane and Shogo and Senguji, and the interest there with Shogo and Kogami. And over there, they don't really have much of a move to make on Shogo. Like, Kogami believes like he's a man, so he's going to leave a trail somewhere. Like, he's still a person, he's still a human. Like, there has to be a way to track him down. So Kogami's taking his steps. He's kind of helping Akane prep as well, as far as profiling and hopefully maybe being able to identify. But if they make the move on him next, then it's gonna make it easier for them, or maybe not. We'll see how that goes down, man. But yeah, that's actually all I gotta say. Thank you so much for watching with me. If you want early access to these reactions, check out my Patreon, patreon.com/YOROKOBE. I post my schedule for the week publicly every week, so you can see exactly how far ahead I am and what I'm posting every day. Yeah, early access to our reactions, early access to my gaming let's plays, that's redundant, anime polls, gaming polls, all that kind of thing if you want to support the channel. But most of all, once again, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.